Vole, ti si mi, to je fakat, ti si mi ljubav jedina. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na.
Are we in America? I can't believe.
And it means so much to us to have you here tonight as we open Aftershocks, an exhibition which has been 3 years in the making. This exhibit represents the history we are living today through the eyes of children and teenagers in Bosnia-Herzegovina and New York. As a group, together, we formed the Portrait of a Siege Generation project through which these young people had the opportunity to tell the world about their past, present, and future through art and memoirs.
The young people from Bosnia-Herzegovina and the young people from the neighborhoods of New York. Welcome to the United Nations. We're delighted to have you here.
Tešnja sunce sija, radujem se suncu I ja.
And I should like to thank and to congratulate the children's movement for creative education for bringing this moving exhibit on the impact of armed conflict on children to the United Nations. Today, from South Central America to Africa, from Europe to the Middle East and to Asia, children are suffering in the midst of armed conflict and in its aftermath.
Young artists from Bosnia and Herzegovina and teenagers from New York speak in their artworks about fears and tears, about hate and hope, about forgiving and forgetting.
U Sjevernoj Americi rodio se slon, umjesto da piše on sluša gramofon.
Majka mu je kobla.
Through these and similar processes, the generation with stolen childhood will avoid becoming the lost generation. Elana, hvala ti u ime mladih kojima si dala nadu da njihova izgubljena generacija može naći smisao života.
All that we have taken for granted disappeared, and it was suddenly a struggle in which we had to justify ourselves even more than usual. The work we did in this project helped me a lot both emotionally and mentally after the World Trade Center tragedy. We found that there are children in other parts of the world that are going through the same exact thing that we are. All of us humans share the same planet Earth and are supposed to share our love. Hate is our worst enemy because it prevents us from getting to know and understand other nations and cultures.
Towards the end of the war, I decided to take my photographs and some of my ideas and put it into a book in order to tell the world what had happened in this place and hopefully to teach people some lessons in a hope that it would never happen again.
So we want to welcome you in the name of all young Bosnian artists.
Ne pitajte me ništa, bilo je fantastično.
A generation that suffered but survived and for that reason wants to create a better society. The three of us and 22 others had the opportunity because of this program to show work in the exhibit at the International Peace Center in Sarajevo. By visiting New York, the three of us recognize that there's a similarity between the destinies of our cities and their people. We all experienced a special kind of violence and suffered. Because of those experiences, the children's movement started projects in our two cities to change attitudes and move people. Violence will never be the choice of young people who know what it means to be afraid of something invisible and so destructive.
One of the things that strikes you in a country at war, one of the amazing things, is that no matter how bad the situation is, no matter how horrific, there are always children playing. It's incredible.
That's the first thing that I'm going to say to my best friend. To my girlfriend. Yeah.
I feel that creative power can be put to use. It basically offers some hope for us, for humanity. The children that you see around you are either the next generation of people who are going to continue fighting that war, or they're going to be the next generation of people who will forgive what their parents' generation did.
This trip was really, it was great.
Well, we're Bosnians, we're on our way home, so I think we're really privileged to talk Bosnian.
We are Bosnians in Queens now.
And New York has many opportunities to be what you want to be.
I just want
Nana,
that I love you. I just want to say how much I care.
Ja i pomozi mi da sjetim neke pjesme. I da tebe na tvoju uzela je. Sve što imam ja. Nikako da dam na 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 na. Još jednom pitam ja, ima li nade za nas? A čini mi se da bi i ja dao pola života za...
Earlier, we updated you on the fate of former Bosnian ambassador to the UN, Mohammed Shakirby. While he sits in a cell awaiting action back at the UN, a recent exhibit recalled the violence that the ambassador fought to stop in the early 1990s. In the exhibit called Aftershocks, a generation that lived under the siege of Sarajevo, the Bosnian capital, tells of a perilous way of growing up.
I was 7 years old when the war had started. And I know that my whole family broke up in pieces. They were everywhere in the world and we lost contact, and it wasn't always easy. It was never easy, actually. Everything that happened every day, every minute in this country, every piece of everyday's life was really painful for everybody.
When the journalists left, they were left behind. They were forgotten. And they wanted the chance to tell people about their past, about their present, and about the future. So together we formed a project called Portrait of a Siege Generation, where they had the chance to do all of those things through art and memoirs. And it furthered their healing process.
I was 5 years old when the war started. So it was very difficult living in that time in Sarajevo, because Sarajevo was occupied more than 1001 day. So for a few weeks we haven't electricity, we haven't water, food. That was really difficult. So this project is the best way that we can show the world what are our feelings about it and what we survived.
I see this group of 35 teenagers as really trying to make sense of the world, make sense of themselves, and to build something. And they want so desperately to create a better future.
We think the problem in our world, in our cosmos, is that we think we are the center of this cosmos. I think that's false. We must be in harmony with the environment.
I'm very proud to be exhibiting in the UN. It's a great happening for me. And the main thing that actually inspired me was the love for my city, which is very, very strong. I wanted to show everyday scenes from a person's life that lives in Bosnia. So I actually showed there a piece of me and a piece of my everyday life.
Aftershocks has since traveled to London and may soon be in other capitals. While Aftershocks moved out of New York, a different kind of show across town and outdoors in Manhattan, the lighting of the annual UNICEF Snowflake.